Little Punja Patunza, my little babies. Good morning. I'm going to eat you. Morning. Ow! Ow! Oh, Tommy! What's that? It's like, I heard all the love and I wasn't invited.
Good morning. It's my day off and it's sunny out, so that means I'm going for a run at the beach. And I have my hair done up all man style and clip my keys to myself, put on a podcast. How do you like my super professional lighting? Sorry about the weed whacker. It's always something. So I had a good run, and then I came back and got my bikini that I had grabbed from the house before I left, and I went into the bathroom to change, and surprise, surprise, it was 2 bottoms. But luckily, I'm smart and I keep 2 emergency bikinis in the back of my car. And that's today. Yes. Yes, I do feel quite lucky. And we're on the way to see the horses. Lapa hoi hoi. Here we come. So this is where the horsies live now for the next few months. Let's see if we can find them. There they are. There's Bo. There's Bo. Cleaned up all the poop in there. Got everything going. Looked out for whales. Didn't see any. But maybe next time. Could you imagine having this view? Very fortunate rich people live out here, I tell you what. Look at that. Very fortunate horse. Alright, I'm driving home on my favorite road in the whole world. It's the Hamakua Coast, and it's so beautiful. The really awesome part that I love about this drive is that the whole way back into Hilo, it's like slightly downhill, so I get awesome gas mileage. And it's like I have a little magnet pulling me back home. And I love it. It makes me feel good. And it's also like the most greenest, verdant, lush, beautiful drive. This week's Q&A on Tuesday. What supplements should I take? You and I both know that I don't much like the idea of supplementing with isolated nutrients. Even those supplements, it's like a multivitamin made from whole food. I don't believe in those. When you get nutrients that are concentrated at unnatural levels, you end up running the risk of things getting out of balance. Also, when food is processed in that kind of way, something is lost. Be it the fiber, be it phytonutrients, be it nutrients that we don't even know exist yet that are important to us. So it's really important to get your nutrition from whole plant foods. And then it also takes away that scapegoat idea of, well, I took my multivitamin, so it doesn't really matter if I eat healthy, so I'll just eat cheesecake for dinner. I really do not think anyone should take multivitamins, especially multivitamins that contain fat-soluble vitamins and minerals, because those can build up in your system and become toxic. Is that clear enough? Don't waste your money on that shit. Buy kale. Buy leafy greens. Buy brassica vegetables. Buy fruit. Get your vitamins that way. Alright, now, there are, I'd say like 1, 2, maybe 3 times where I think it's actually a good idea to supplement when you're on a vegan diet. And one of those times is B12. And I think that B12 supplementation is pretty much non-negotiable. Now, last time I checked, something in the neighborhood of like 40% of Americans are deficient in vitamin B12 anyway. And that is because vitamin B12 deficiency is in a very big way caused by absorption issues. So when we take antibiotics, when we eat junk food, when we have disordered eating patterns, anything like that can cause enough distress to the digestive system that it's no longer able to absorb vitamin B12 in an effective way. So it's very important to get either an injectable vitamin B12 or a sublingual vitamin B12. And sublingual means under your tongue, and that means that you would take it either as a spray, drops, or a lozenge type of situation. I have done vitamin B12 injections in the past, and it was awesome. Like, I didn't have any adverse side effects, and I even opted for the methylcobalamin that you inject subcutaneously, just because I personally cannot stand long needles. There were a few, like, unfortunate ingredients that were added into that so that it could be subcutaneous. So an intramuscular injection is ideal. However, I can't do that. While there hasn't been any evidence that really high doses of vitamin B12 are harmful for the body, the doctor that I studied with, Dr. Pam Popper, she recommends doing a lower dose sublingual and do it like, 2 or 3 times a week, so that you don't overdo it with your body, so that you don't have something bad happen by having a super high dose of B12, because while nothing bad has ever been shown to happen, we don't know for sure. It hasn't been proven undoubtedly that nothing bad happens from taking huge amounts of injectable vitamin B12. So my thought is, it's easy enough to take a sublingual every few days. I'm happy to do that, so I'll just take a spray of vitamin B12 every now and then. Also, you want to get the methylcobalamin as opposed to the cyanocobalamin. As the cyanocobalamin, it's usually a little bit cheaper, but it is, when it's broken down, it does produce cyanide in the body, and cyanide's not ideal, so I go for the methyl form. A lot of people claim that vegans are really low in omega-3 fatty acids and such. I believe that if you eat things like flax seeds or other omega-3 rich foods that have the types of plant-based omega-3s that the body then naturally converts into whatever forms you need, then there should be no reason that you would require a supplement. I think that this is a really big scare tactic that a lot of people use. If you are at all worried about it and want to supplement, you can supplement with like the algae based. Another supplement that a lot of people claim vegans need is vitamin D3, and that would be during the winter months when you're not able to get sunshine on your skin. There's been this huge wave of vitamin D supplementation, and now scientists have not only tested the blood of people who have been supplementing with vitamin D, but they've also tested their fat deposits, because vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, and they're finding outrageously high levels of vitamin D stored in the fat. And this can happen with any fat-soluble vitamin that you supplement. And the scary reality is that there's no literature on what incredibly high levels of these vitamins will do if they're trapped in your body like that. Or what happens if you've been supplementing with vitamin D and then you lose a bunch of weight and suddenly your body has to process all of that fat, and then it's just absolutely bombarded with vitamin D coming out of your fat deposits. So my strong recommendation is to be very selective about vitamin D supplementation and try to get your vitamin D from the sun on your skin during the months that you can. And if you live somewhere that's a very northern or a very southern latitude and you don't get much vitamin D, you should look into getting some sort of sun lamp that you can put on your skin that will help you produce vitamin D through the winter. Okay, so pretty much, you guys, the only supplement I recommend is methylcobalamin sublingual vitamin B12. And take some flax seeds sometimes, and supplement yourself with sunshine. And if anyone, especially a registered dietitian, tries to tell you that you are going to be protein deficient, please slap them in the fucking face. I'm kidding. Don't actually do that. Unless it's just you two and there are no witnesses and you think you could get away with it. I mean, just kidding. Don't slap anyone under any circumstances. Unless you really thought you could get away with it. No, but seriously, don't physically slap someone in the face for being a fucking idiot, okay? You can verbally slap them in the face, but we don't need you guys in prison. think I found my new favorite thing to do with my Vitamix, and that is make poi. Blended up poi taro. You can see we like it a little bit chunky style. It's really good. And I'm filming this on the bed, not because I cook in the bed, but because it's the only place in the house that has overhead lighting right now. How you doing?
Good.
A lot of people think you're a pretty handy man.
It's their opinion.
How does that make you feel?
I don't know.
That they think you're super handy and kind of sexy. Do you have anything to say to all of your fans who think you're super sexy? Anything? Are you blushing?
I'm not blushing, no.
I think you're blushing.
Stop it already.
Oh, I love it, boy. Oh, the boy.
No, you stole one too many bananas today, Petunia. We're also having a big salad for dinner. So I'll have some rice, poi, salad, and I cooked some soybeans, which other than like a mildly nauseating texture are pretty good. I don't know if it's like cool that you're watching my own videos.
You can watch a video while watching our video. I watched the house renovation one about 17 times already.
I know, you're pretty impressed with your handsome self. Get her out of the salad.
Hey! Tunes! No!
You know what people requested was that we say goodbye in the vlogs instead of them just ending abruptly.
Aloha.
So bye. Hope you guys have a good evening.
Sayonara.
See you tomorrow.
Buenos dias.
It's more of like a hello. You could say like buenas noches.
That's what I meant. Buenos nachos. Noches. Cut that part out, please. And then turn it off already.
See, but
Come
you
on.
go back to the mainland and everyone's like, oh, hola, hola. Because they think you're from Mexico.
You filled up my bowl again.
You suck at this.
Why?
And you're sweating now. I can feel it. I can feel you breaking a sweat.
I had fucking 4 bowls already.
No, you didn't.
I don't need another
You had
bowl.
one bowl and a few bites.
I still want beans and
Eat
rice.
your damn salad.